This is the Align framework for identity and belief transformation. And the lesson we're going to talk about today is the letter I, which means integrate. Okay. This is one of the most important lessons in the identity and belief transformation framework for the Align framework. And integrate is basically this is the space that some people call spiritual liminality. This is the in between when you're not who you used to be, but you're not yet who you want to be. There's this place of confusion and doubt. And this is where a lot of people can fall back into old habits and old patterns, old behaviors, old relationships, things for pleasure seeking and comfort to help regulate our nervous system. This is the phase where we either stay stuck or we actually change. And it's important because this is where the true magic of transformation happens. It's the healing and it's the choice to change. So, integration, the phase where real transformation happens. Integration is not fixing, it's feeling. It is not just grabbing the new identity and putting a band aid on a bullet wound. We have to heal the past. We have to sit with our feelings, whatever those traumas or developmental issues, limiting beliefs, whatever that is that's stuck within you. We need to be able to feel it in order to heal it. We need to be able to name it in order to tame it, like we talked about last week. Locating it. Now, what we're going to talk about is just being with it, allowing it to be there. Practicing our breathing techniques, practicing awareness, and just being able to sit with our emotions. We're not trying to fix them. We're letting ourselves feel them. We're not trying to avoid them. We're allowing ourselves to face what we feel. And we're not trying to escape them through distraction and self-soothing and coping mechanisms. We're trying to embody what it's like to feel what we feel and then consciously choose a new way. So this is where new and exciting, real transformation begins. So why does integration matter? Like we've talked about, unprocessed emotions get stored in the body. So if you grow up and you have developmental trauma or limiting beliefs that you picked up from your parents, caregivers, education, community, culture, coaches, whatever it might be, the conditioning, programming, whatever you want to call it, we all have it, okay? It's just a matter of how conscious we are of what it is that is driving us. And then we can choose, do we want to continue to believe these certain things about ourselves, or are they limiting us? Are our beliefs really serving us, or are they limiting us? So once you can start to process some of those unhealed patterns within your body, you can process some of those developmental wounds, limiting beliefs, unprocessed emotions from past experiences. Most of the time, we grow up and we have unconscious patterns of behavior based on things we experienced in our childhood. When we're children, we don't have the emotional intelligence and the ability to process difficult experiences. So it becomes our responsibility as adults to reparent our inner child, to reprogram our mind. Instead of just believing in the fixed narrative that we developed from our circumstances in life. We have to become a master of our own destiny rather than a victim of our circumstances. Okay? Avoiding your emotions and suppressing your emotions only leads to more problems. Okay? Suppression leads to, behaviors like overeating or using coping mechanisms like alcohol, drugs, sex, compulsive behaviors, addiction to adrenaline and risk taking or promiscuity, all kinds of different extremes depending on what it is you're trying to avoid. Most of the time, those lower vibrational emotions are the ones that we don't want to feel. The shame, the guilt, the rejection, the fear, the doubt, the pain, the anger, the sadness. Those are the things that we try to repress because they're negative emotions or low emotions. But it's important to realize that we need to be able to express and feel those emotions and let them move through us, not stay stuck in us. If they're stuck in us, they'll impact us in negative ways. We have to be able to feel them, to heal them, and understand what they are and what they're trying to teach us and tell us, and let them move through us. Suppression of these feelings is what creates anxiety. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel this way. We try to control everything, and that creates more stress. Stress is one of the leading causes of death. It amplifies heart disease. It amplifies mental health issues. It can be one of the causes for obesity because we overeat, constantly trying to soothe our nervous system with food, constantly trying to suppress those lower emotions so that we can feel okay. It's important for people, I believe, that in order for the collective to be able to heal, we need to be able to experience what we're feeling. We need to be able to learn how to express our feelings, not suppress our feelings. So you can't create a new identity for yourself while you're still stuck in the past, while you're still behaving in ways that your unprocessed emotions are driving you to behave like. All right? The liminal space, like I talked about, spiritual liminality. It's when you recognize who you are and you recognize who you want to be, but you're in the middle. You're not the old you, but you're not the new you yet. You're right in the middle. And this is a place of confusion. This is a place of, it's fertile soil because we can either fall back into the old self or we can create a brand new version. All right. So allowing ourselves to be in this space is the first step. Don't try to force change too soon. Don't try to force your healing too soon. Allow yourself to be. Sit with what comes up. Can you accept what is? So this is where the old identity starts dissolving. The old beliefs have less of a grip on you. The familiar self is fading away, releasing what once defined you. Okay, when you lose that role or an identity, maybe it's as an athlete or as a partner or as a certain career person. When you start to lose that, it can feel destabilizing. You can feel some fear, some doubt, some anxiety. What am I going to do now? That's the role that usually people are in with integration and spiritual liminality, okay? So this is right in the middle of the aligned framework process. You're okay. You're safe. It's okay to be in the unknown, all right? The new identity is not yet stable, and this new version of you is still forming, all right? It feels like confusion and vulnerability, but this in-between space can create uncertainty, but also more possibility. There's possibilities for more realness, more rawness, more authenticity. And for some, that's unknown and causes fear. For some, it's very exciting. For some, it's both. All right. This is not failure. This is just part of transformation. It's like, the caterpillar going into the little chrysalis, and then becoming a butterfly. You're a croissant right now. You're a chrysalis right now. All right. You were the caterpillar. Now you're in that cocoon. Okay. The chrysalis, and you're starting to form. I want to be a big, beautiful butterfly. Whee! All right. You're in the middle. So what we avoid, pain, shame, fear, rejection, all of these things can lead to anxiety, overthinking, and emotional triggers. What we avoid continues to control us. What we resist persists until we can fully feel it and heal it, until we can name it and tame it and choose differently. So the body connection. Emotions live in your cells. The body keeps the score. The body remembers. The body knows. Sit with your body. Feel the sensations in your own body. What do you feel? Your body is a map. You can trace things back. Okay, where do I feel this? If you start thinking of, like we said in locating a limiting belief or a past wound, when you start to feel that past wound, what thoughts and feelings come up? What's the story attached to it? What narrative have you created? What meaning have you made in your own mind based on past experiences that happened to you that are now shaping what you believe to be true? Where do you feel that in your body? Is it a tight chest, knots in your stomach, muscle tension somewhere, heaviness? You have to be able to sit with your body and go through that process to feel it in your body so that you can start to breathe into it and reframe that narrative of what happened to you. You can heal from the past. You can change your identity. Okay? So how do we integrate? How do we actually heal? These are some practical tools for emotional processing, okay? Being able to name it and feel it and heal it. Breath work, 4-6 breathing, 4-second inhale through the nose, 4-second exhale through the nose. A longer exhale allows our nervous system to settle and get out of a state of fight or flight. When we can regulate our state and regulate our nervous system, that is the fastest way to kind of settle the mind, settle those racing thoughts, be more regulated in our emotions. Okay? Meditation, cultivating that inner calm, that space for more conscious choice and awareness. Doing this over time allows more awareness, and more awareness creates more conscious choice, less emotional reactivity. Journaling, learning to express your thoughts and emotions, learning to get it out, to process those things through reflective writing. Somatic awareness, like I talked about, feeling the sensations in your body and tracing them and figuring out, why am I feeling this? Oh, I'm feeling a little bit of tension in my lower back. Where did that come from? You know, sitting with yourself and feeling those sensations, and you don't always have to try to fix it and figure it out. You can just allow yourself to breathe into it and feel it. Talking it out, sharing and processing emotions with a trusted friend or therapist, coach, whatever it might be, having someone to talk through your experiences with. Creative expression. This is one of the biggest ones that I think is beneficial for integrating and healing, because integration does not always happen overnight. Yes, we can have spontaneous moments of deep and profound healing, but creative expression is something that I've committed to for years that has helped me sustain a healthier mindset. All right. So turning pain into meaning. Emotion is energy in motion. Emotion needs expression, not suppression. Creativity is healing, journaling, music, acting, storytelling, movement. It's one of the reasons why I've been so passionate about creativity. When I lost the identity as a college football player, I started learning how to write songs, poems, rapping, singing, acting, writing. All of these things were beneficial for my healing and helped me integrate and understand myself and life in a more holistic way, while letting go of a very difficult, identity for me to let go of as a football player. So the way out of depression is through expression. If you're stuck in negativity, if you're stuck because you've suppressed emotions, you need to learn to express your emotions. Remember, emotion is energy in motion. If you're stuck, if you're suppressing emotion, you need to let it move. You need to move your body. Okay? Dance, exercise, acting, writing, painting, singing, rapping, any type of creative expression of your emotions can help get you unstuck and unblocked. Okay? It can be very therapeutic and very healing. That's also the reason why I created People United Productions. So if you are interested in learning more about acting, screenwriting, writing songs, music, all types of different things, filmmaking, you can join the casting database that I've been creating. I will make sure eventually, when that website is live, I'll post the link so you can join the People United Productions network and collaborate with other creators in your area and find who's working on projects in your area. So you can be part of different networks of people that are very creative and inspired and like-minded. Okay? That's the whole reason I created the People United Productions platform, is to build community, a community of creatives that help each other bring their projects to life. Okay? The integration process, 4-step journey: awareness, when you feel something, allowing it. Can you accept what is? What you resist persists. Don't resist it. Allow yourself to feel it. Stay with it. And then release. Let it move. What comes, let it come. What goes, let it go. You don't have to control it. Just be with it. Common mistakes with integration. What blocks our healing? Overthinking instead of feeling. Trying to fix emotions intellectually. Numbing through distractions. And rushing the process. Remember, this takes patience, practice, presence, not control. The 4-6 breathing technique, meditation, journaling. Start implementing some of these practices. It will be very transformative for your healing and growth. What integration leads to? The results of transformation: emotional stability, authentic confidence, reduced reactivity, greater inner peace, and self-trust. You become less triggered, more grounded. You don't need the validation from others. You don't need the acceptance and approval of others. You can live as your authentic self without fear, without shame, without guilt. You have a deeper understanding of your own values and what's important for you. And you can allow yourself to move in the direction of your goals, of your dreams, without letting the past weigh you down. So try this now. This is a somatic experience. Basically, this is one of the simplest ways I can explain how to integrate what you're feeling. All you're going to do is close your eyes and notice if there's any tension in your body. Focus on the 4-6 breathing technique. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Exhale through the nose for 6 seconds. And just try to stay with whatever sensations are coming up in your body as you continue to breathe in through the nose for 4. Out through the nose for 6. And just do this for 5 or 10 minutes. Just be with whatever comes. Focus on your breathing and just feel the sensations in your body. If you do that for 5 to 10 minutes, you will feel yourself go into a state of usually deeper relaxation and peace. And sometimes what's heavy within you might release. You might feel a twist or a shake, whatever it might be. Just allow it to be. Not trying to fix anything, just allow and feel and be there with it. Okay? That is somatic experiencing. If you want, when you do this, you can put a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. So actually do that as a practice. You can pause the video and try it now for 5 or 10 minutes. The 4-6 breathing and just feeling what comes up in your body. So the core truth, what you're willing to feel, you're able to heal. Healing happens through presence. The emotions you run from run your life. Integration transforms pain into wisdom. So you can take things and let them break you, or you can let them make you. The choice is yours, but you have to be willing to feel it, to heal it. You have to feel the pain in order to turn it into that wisdom. You have to ride the ride. I know it can be difficult, but on the other side, you'll be okay. You'll come out and you'll be okay. Your willingness to feel is your pathway to freedom. The pain will only continue to persist if you keep trying to resist it. Okay? Pain in life is unavoidable. We will have difficult experiences, but the suffering is a choice. If we continue to resist the pain, we will continue to have suffering. But if we allow ourselves to feel the pain, to feel the sadness, the grief, the anger, whatever it might be, it will move through us and release, and we will be free from suffering. Okay? So that's what I mean when I say pain is non-negotiable, but suffering is a choice. We have to allow ourselves to process those emotions by allowing ourselves to feel the pain. Okay? So, I believe in you. You can do this. Use these practices to help you. What emotion have you been avoiding? Sit with yourself. Do the 4-6 breathing. Ask yourself, those deeper, harder questions. I promise you, you will come out of these difficult experiences after you move through a hard emotion and you process it. You will feel lighter. Yes, you might feel shitty for a day or 2 days, maybe a week, but eventually you'll come out of it on the other side and you'll feel lighter and freer. Okay, so learn how to express and process those emotions. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you taking the time to be here. I hope you like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment below. And our next video will be on generating that new identity. Okay? So thanks for being here. I wish you the best. God bless. Good luck. See you later.